Good morning. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our part 2 of Sale-a-bration kickoff event. I am Corinne Braxton, and today is January 6th. Our new catalog has gone live. I'm just going to try to find myself on my iPad. Okay, good job there. Our new catalog. I just have to turn the volume down or off so it doesn't interfere with my video there. So thank you for so many of you came this morning, showed up. It takes a little bit of time for everyone to find us on our news feed. And anyway, it is a great time of year. This just went live the other day, Sale-a-bration. We have our new mini catalog. We can open the catalogs now. We can show you the inside and talk about page numbers and everything else. And this is a Sale-a-bration. So every time that you make a purchase of $50, you get to choose one item from this catalog. There are $50 items. They're called level 1. There's several of those. I think there are 14 items altogether. And if you choose to spend $100 or more, there are some level 2. And I know this is all backwards to you, but we used this one this morning, the Softly Sophisticated. So you can go back and watch this morning's video. You can also watch it on YouTube. And then I will be sure to put this video up on YouTube as well. So anyway, it's a great time to, let me see if we have, hopefully we're in the right spot. It just takes a little bit of time for people to find us. Oh my goodness, this morning it rained so hard. I know many of you could even hear it on the news feed as I was recording because it was so loud. It was like a torrential rain. My husband said it didn't rain that much, but we have huge puddles all over the roads. Anyway, it's not raining now. It's still dark and sort of gray and sort of cool. Anyway, if you need catalogs, please tell me. Let me know, but you need to give me your address. Hey, Linda, good to see you this afternoon. I keep thinking it's morning. It's afternoon. So it is very, very, so if you need a catalog and don't have one yet, please let me know. But you have to send me your address, your mailing address, so that I can send it to you. Don't just email me and give me your email or text me. But anyway, I am very happy to put some in the mail to you on Monday. Right now we have a fabulous, fabulous starter kit special. And many of you I know are going to be, hey, Jeanette, good to see you. Many of you are demonstrators, but some of you are not. And oh my goodness, it's the best way to save money by buying the starter kit. Hey, Martina, I know you're a demonstrator. Right now during Sale-a-bration, we have a really great offer for $99. The $99 starter kit is always a great deal. It's always the best deal in the catalog. Right now, you get $125 worth of product. But right now, you get $125 worth of product. Plus, you get to choose whether you want the glass mat studio, which comes with a glass plate mat, all grid, chamois, and a silicone little kit. I have mine, but it's back in Montana, and I love it. And I'm actually missing it, but we can't buy a second one. Anyway, you can only get it by buying the starter kit, and that's $99. If you don't want the glass mat, it's like a $60 value. That's what we demonstrators had to pay for it. If you don't want that, you can get an additional $30 in products. So it is, hey, Carla. Yeah, I did change my top. I'm doing several cards this afternoon. Hey, Stacy from Florida. I'm doing several cards this afternoon that have red in them. So I went to my closet after Terry and I had lunch, and I thought, I don't have a single red top here. This is sort of a maroon Merlot kind of color, but it's the closest I have to red. This morning we did things with boho blue. And if you haven't watched this morning's video, go back later on and watch it. You can also, I have prizes to give away. I have brand new embellishments to give away. I'm going to give 2 from the morning session and 2 this afternoon. These I have to have your mailing address. Also, you have to tell me that because I don't have everyone's address. I might have some of you are on my email. But anyway, so I am Corinne Braxton. Please share my video. You can earn a prize by sharing or by commenting or you can also shop with me, of course. And at my host code, you'll see that in a little bit. Please do that. But if you shop with me and spend $50, I will give you the kits from this morning. And all kits will have the papers all cut, the DSP cut, embossed if there is some embossing, and the gems and directions typed up. If you make a purchase of $100 or more, then you get this afternoon's classes as well. You get this morning's 4 cards, which also has a calendar in it. Hey, Pam. But you also get the 4 cards from this afternoon. So I'm going to be doing 4 cards. This afternoon, we're going to use the Jungle Pals, which is a level 2 with Sale-a-bration item. We're going to be doing the Trusty Tools and something adoring hearts or something like that. Anyway, thank you, Deborah, for sharing. I know you shared this morning. Hey, Janet, thank you for your order last night, and you will get the whole 8-card kit. And Joan from Minnesota, I'm seeing all kinds of people pouring in. It takes so long for that news feed. Jeanette, Roz, I'm just so happy to see so many of you. I think this morning I went down for lunch. We had lunch downstairs, and I think I had 174 people watch this morning and many more now. Thank you, Noreen, for sharing. And oh, by the way, would you please, if you share, please write the word share because I can't always see it. It doesn't always show up. Thank you, Shar, for sharing. And I do have a bucket full. There were 13 people this morning that shared, and I wrote these all out. And we're going to draw a name right now because if you share, thank you for sharing, Roz. Yeah, be sure you write the word share because that helps me. And then I will be after this video is over tonight or something, or tomorrow morning, I will write down the comments, or the names of the comments and the shares from this afternoon video. Okay, so this is for the people who shared my video this morning. And I'm going to just put this in. If you see your name, or hear your name, Shar Little, you are the winner, Shar Little. So Shar, would you please message me or email me your name and address, please? Where are you from, Shar? I know you're on here. So you are the winner. And I'll tell you what, if you would, since you are the first person, I got some gooey, I think I have a glue dot between my fingers here. Shar, I know you're here. So which one would you like? The one is with the cork embellishments, the purple fine shimmer, adhesive back hearts and flowers. Thank you, Janet, for sharing. Or the lightning and stars adhesive back. This one. These are all brand new, so let us know what you would like for sharing. I'm just going to write this down, Shar, so I don't forget. Oh, one of my lights. I think I have 5 lights going. Five lights. It is so dark. One of my lights just fell over too. Just prop it up there. This is for sharing. So, Shar, I really can't see all these comments as I'm... okay, and then we're going to do... And these are the people. Hey, Denise, good to see you. No problem about being late. You can always come in later. Now, there's a whole bucket of... It took me a long time to do all the comments. And So every time, not every time, but whenever you comment, I put your name on a piece of paper. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this. I have no idea how to do that automatically, so I had to do it by hand. Okay, good to see you here, Denise, too. And here, I'm going to draw a name from, these are the people that commented this morning. And Peggy Newspickle, Nusbickel, Peggy Newbickle, and she is the winner for the commenting. And so, Peggy, if you're on here, you can let me know, but I don't know, I haven't seen your name so far. But anyway, I will send those out next week with, hey, Deborah. Thank you, ladies, for being so sweet to congratulate people. It's very fun, isn't it? And I will post these tomorrow with the other people, too. Okay, let me just check my computer and see if I can find. Good to see you, Anne Louise, Martina, Jeanette, Roz, Deborah, Mary, Lawrence from snowy Kansas. No problem coming in late. Remember, if you're sharing, write the word share. Mary Ellen, you're from Montana. It's very chilly there, yes. It's sort of cold here. It's 70 degrees, but it's very humid, so it's very damp. Of course, we don't have that kind of dampness in Montana. So, but anyway. So, okay, Levon, good to see you this afternoon too. Thank you, Carla, for congratulating. Joan said, lately, whenever I talk, I start coughing. Oh, Joan, I know that's very common as we get older, for sure. Okay, that's it. So we've got a lot to do this afternoon. And so this will take probably about an hour and 15 minutes. And then this ordering special is good until Wednesday. So I will have this on replay and on YouTube so people can keep ordering. If you can order tonight or today, and I will be cutting kits and sending them out hopefully by Thursday. Okay? And they will all have directions. Now, today I will not have directions like I normally do. Usually on my Tuesday videos, I have those all typed up, and I will do that again for Tuesday. This Tuesday, I have to just tell you real quickly, I do a Facebook Live class every Tuesday. It's always a free class, Tuesday mornings. Usually it's 10 o'clock unless I have physical therapy or something. But we're going to do 2 cards. One is a book binding, which I love. And one is going to be a really neat new fun fold that I just have learned. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that. And then this next Saturday, I have a class. All my classes are to-go classes or kits to go. But we're going to be using this Sunny Days paper. I love this paper. Oh, just absolutely. We're not using it today. It's a free Sale-a-bration paper. This one opens up like this. But isn't that pretty? So we're going to be using some of this paper on Tuesday. So I really like this. I know the words are backwards because I don't have it. It's all mirrored. So this one is a fun fold. I did some of these fun folds a few weeks ago that open up like this. Yeah, so anyway, this paper is fun, and that is coming up on Tuesday, 10 o'clock. Well, I should say 10 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Anyway, that's coming up on Tuesday. So I didn't feature that paper in this whole Sale-a-bration extravaganza. So, okay, let's turn the cameras down, or my camera down, and you close your eyes. Here we go. Let's see what's here. Let me get this all set up. I don't know what's in the way now, but there wasn't anything in the way this morning, and now there seems to be. But let's pull this down a little bit. Here's the host code for January. Move my computer out of the way. I won't be able to see your comments quite as easily. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa said cute cards. And let me just move this. Let me see if that helps a little bit. everything went just so great this morning. That's better, a little bit better. It's still tilting a little bit. I'm going to move this up. Thank you for being patient with me. Let me see if I can get that in there a little bit. And there we go. These are just some cards I forgot to show you. Thank you, Carla. I forgot to show these this morning. We did feature this softly sophisticated embossing folder. And boy, if you spend $100, I would highly encourage you to get this set. That embossing folder is great. I love it, love it, love it. Here it is. This is a free ribbon during Sale-a-bration too. We have free gems, we have free ribbons, we have stamps, we have DSP, but this is softly stippled, but this is all using that flower that we used this morning. I like this one. These are all swap cards that I just received yesterday in the mail. So anyway, again, now, let's get these things out of the way, and we're going to start. The first card we are going to do is going to be with this adoring hearts, and the designer paper is a free item. It's so gorgeous. I think it'll probably sell out before any others. It's a great one. It's got gold. It's a specialty paper too. It's got gold on one side and reds and pink, flirty flamingo, real red and gold and white. And oh my goodness, it's just very, very, very pretty. You can get this free with the $50 order. Okay. And please use the host code if you can. Heartfelt, we're going to use Heartfelt Hexagon again. We used that one this morning. We're going to use that again. And let me see. This is a card I did for a swap. This is a Sale-a-bration swap. It's just really an easy card. Oh, I did 2 of them. Here's one on each side. But anyway, I had a few papers left over. And I thought, I like this. I really love this gold and red together. And I like the hexagon. So I just changed it up. I'm doing a different card. I'll just set that right there. And if you want to take a screenshot, you can. But we're going to change it up and we're going to do this. We're going to make this card, which is basically the same papers, only a different orientation. So there we have that. And I love this. And these hearts are so cool because they are embossed and die cut. Let me show you. I'm not going to actually get my cut and emboss machine out, but because it's sort of a big machine behind me there. But oh my goodness, if you get this, it's really, really fun. This is in the mini catalog. I don't know what page it's on, but maybe some of you can look it up. It comes with, it's a hybrid. That means you can get the embossing folder and the dies, and it cuts and embosses all at the same time. So you always use the side that has the embossing, the Stampin' Up logo. So you put it like this, and it just pops into place. See how it's not even moving now? And then you take a 6x6 piece of paper. 6x6 is the size of this folder. Try to be real careful. Close it up. And then I like to do it like this. I make sure you always put the crease in first. And you run it through and it cracks and pops like, oh my gosh, you think you're going to break the machine. And you have to make sure that when you're doing this, you use the gray plate. So you use, let me just get I won't do it, but because I always, if I do it on camera, then I have to readjust. You take off, you don't use your thin plate. You just take your #1 base plate and you put it on like this, crease going in the machine first, and then you have to have, whenever it's a 3D, like I said this morning, anytime there's a it's a 3D or a hybrid, you have to use this gray plate. A few years ago, we had some that were sort of dark blue purple, but now they're all gray. So it's a number 4 plate. You put it in like this, run it through, and it pops and crackles like you wouldn't believe it. Okay, that is a great, someone maybe can look that up and tell me what page that's on. And then there are all kinds of hearts that come with this set too, and a nice little banner and all of that. So that's a great set. I didn't even think, I thought, you know, I don't know if I need any more hearts. I have so many from the past, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got this one. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to make this card. You can see how these hearts, just, they have a lot of dimension to them. Of course, I popped them up, but they're different designs, and that embossing on there is really nice. So we're going to make a card, and it's going to be very similar. It's going to be slightly different. I've got a bunch of pieces here in front of me, and I'm going to set that one up there. We're going to do, so we have a base card. It's a regular card, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half, and I've scored it with my bone folder. Bone folded it, and then we're going to, we have the red hearts, the red heart DSP. We have the heart one like this, or we have this. This one I wouldn't be able to use. I'd have to use the gold side. But this one I use the red plaid, and this one I'm going to use the little hearts. So we're going to just put this on our card like this. Make sure it's opening the right way. Hearts are going the right way. We don't have too many problems there. And now we're going to add some. So there's that flirty flamingo color you can see. I'm going to just zoom in just a bit more so you can see that. There we go. Let's see if I can tighten this up a little bit. I tried to keep all the settings from this morning because it went so well. There we go. Let's see if it doesn't, hopefully it won't drop too much. Oop, there we go. I don't know, Deborah. Okay. Adoring Hearts is on page 18 in the mini. Thank you, Martina, for showing us that. So we're going to use this little bit of gold, and I'm just going to put this gold stripe along the bottom like that. Try to keep about the same margins. There we go. And the DSP was 2 3/4 by 5, and this gold and white was 1 inch wide by 4 1/4. It could be as wide too. And then I have a little strip here. This looks like about a 3/4 inch. I'm just going to put that across. Where's my silicone mat? And oh, the room is getting I closed the door, and now the room is getting hot again. Actually, I have the heat on. I turned the air conditioning off because it was so cold. It's cold outside. Now the sun is finally coming out, but the rain has stopped, and it's very, very humid. So I'm going to put this up about like that. There we go. And so when you, I got my head in there. So when you order, I will have all of these things cut for you, and all you have to do is follow the directions and put them together. And you can see these. See if I can get really close. Can you see that? How that has embossing? This one's slightly different. You could use there's a recessed size. So like here's one. I don't know if you can see that. And you can use that side. That's the recessed, and this one is popped up. So, okay, we're going to put these on. I already added some some of these, my foam pieces. And I'm just going to put this on like this, right in the middle. I'm going to start with the middle. That looks pretty good to me. And I'm going to put another one on. I'm going to cover this one right here. And one more. And then we're going to put some gems on. Looks like I already put a gem on that one. I think I had some other gems on first, but they were just a little bit too bulky, I thought, for shipping or for mailing. So I went back to these. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do our stamping. Let's see if I can find those gems someplace. Wonder where they are. Let's see once here. I don't know where they are. I'm sure they're here someplace. Oh dear, let me see once. I have some more. I'm going to show you the card. You can take a picture of that if you want. I think we're going to use some different, we know that's not going to work. We'll use the ones that I started with this morning, or the other day, then I changed my mind. These are from the Blooming Pearls. We'll just use those just because they're handy. So this is the card that I did before, and we're going to put these on right now, just because these are gold and they're pretty as can be. I think they're in the annual catalog, and I'm just going to take that one off. Hopefully, I think maybe I put it away from this morning, because I used those this morning too. There we have that. And now, all we have to do is do our stamping. We're going to do Love You More and Happy Valentine's Day. So, bring in we're going to use our, whoops, things are falling down. We have Real Red, and it's tricky because one card we're using Real Red and one we're using Poppy Parade. Okay, we're going to stamp we're going to put this is from the Heartfelt Hexagon. Heartfelt Hexagon, I love this punch. I think this is probably one of my most used sets that I've ever used, and it's not very expensive. It's in the mini catalog. It was an online exclusive, and they changed it to they put it in the catalog. So there's just a little, I think actually it's a little bit blurry. I'm going to just do another one right there. Okay, and it's a little crisper. And then we're going to do, there we go, Love You More. Nothing like, it's like when you're with your friends or your husband or your kids or whatever, you say, I love you, and then you say, I love you more. I just think that's sort of a sweet thing. Okay, and this red is extremely juicy, so I don't want it to run. I'm going to punch it out. I'm going to lock it down. The Stampin' Up! Punch is locked down. Do you see how it won't move now? And then you can punch it all the way. I can still probably use this one too. It's not too bad. It's just a little bit blurry there on that one side. But great punch for sure. And one that I use a lot. It's a real go-to. Oh, I forgot I'm going to do my Valentine on the inside. I'm going to do Be My Valentine, and this is from Throughout the Year. This is we're going to use the Happiest of Birthdays and Be My Valentine. This is one that's in the annual catalog. You mean so much to me. Thank you. Happy holidays. Happy Easter. Just a really good set. We're going to do that on the inside. And we'll have a Valentine card. You can use any of your Valentines. When I send my kits to you, we are not allowed to do any stamping by Stampin' Up! Compliance. We can cut and emboss and do all those things. And so all those things I will have all of designer paper cut for you, all the gems included. We'll have the cardstock cut and score lines provided and everything else too. So there we go on that. I'm going to just set that right there so we don't get mixed up with everything. Let's see, Love You More. And we're going to pop this up with some dimensionals. I think I talked for an hour and 15 minutes straight this morning. Probably my voice is just a little bit scratchy. Not scratchy, not like I have a cold or a sore throat, but it's been talking so much. I don't usually talk that much. Okay, there we have it. And there is our first card, Love You More, Be My Valentine. Here's the other one we did. Which do you like better? Do you like the hearts or the plaid with the gold? This one has the gold plaid. This one has little swirly lines or something. It's really pretty paper. Anyway, that's our first card. And oh, I did a matching envelope. So there we go. That's some of the paper. Some of the paper is like that and gold on the other side. And that's our first project. And puts up that right over here. And bring in our next. Oh, I want to show you a couple more cards made with that. Here they are. I was in a business swap and I thought this was a pretty card. I just got this one yesterday. Love You More. It was by Debbie McNeil. Nice card. Stands up like that. Isn't that pretty? And then here's another. Oh, really? This one features the gold. Hello there. That's a new die we have. And then this one, I'm going to open this one up. This one is by Michelle Hornbeck. This one is really cool. I think You Are Most Loved. This is a new stamp. I don't have it, but I'm not yet anyway. I don't have it, but it's really fun. She used acetate in between. Isn't that a nice card with this paper? So that's Michelle. That was Michelle. This one is Holly Sutton Batla from Iowa. Okay, and these are just really fun cards. So I hope you'll give that a try. Just love these. I just have a whole bag of these other ones. These other hearts are Poppy Parade. So next we're going to be doing the tools, the Trusty Tools, and let me just get this all cleaned up. I'm going to put a couple things right here for you to look at. These are not the cards we're making. I'm going to have a class later on with the Trusty Tools, boy. I think this is one that will definitely sell out eventually because it matches the tools, the designer paper that's in our catalog. This is the $50, with a $50 purchase, you get this free, this whole pack. There's all 12 by 12. And it matches this set that's in our, it's a great tool set. I should have marked the page, but I did not. And it's on page 56. Love it. I've used it a ton. All of the cards behind me in this room are made with that set. I've used it. You can die cut things from the paper. You can paper piece items. It's really great. I have a whole bag of little things cut out. Okay, let me see now. Let's put those away. So that's the tools. And oh, here's another swap card I thought was really cute. This one is Kelly's Sudi, and I thought that was really a neat idea. She did a lot of punching and matting on circles like that. And what we're going to do here, oh, this one is one that my teammate, Mary Jean Anderson, designed this one, and I put it together. But isn't that a pretty card with the things on the back? That's really quite an easy, these spaces are 1.5 inches, so that's a neat, easy card, not hard at all. Okay, let's bring our pieces out here. And let's see what's here. And this is the set of dies. Oh my goodness, it's a very large set. There's like a pegboard, it even cuts out the hammer, the different wrenches, and the screwdrivers, and paintbrushes, and tape measures, and pliers, and pencils. All kinds of things. I don't know what my husband just turned on, but now I can hear it. Anyway, just a second. I'm going to have to. Oh, I think he turned it off now. Thank goodness. Okay, This was the card that was designed by Erica Serwin, and we're going to change this one up and do something in a totally different color and different look to it. So anyway, we're going to use the, I've got some tools here, and I've got the envelope already made with the screwdrivers. We're going to take a white base that is 5.5. How many of you are crafting along with me today? 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's our thick. I always use thick white or thick vanilla. Anyway, we're going to use, this is Pebble Path, and it's just a great color. It's very similar to gray granite. This one is, but it's even prettier. So we're gonna have this is Poppy Parade. This is a oranger red, and it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm gonna put that on next, and then we're going to. This one I did with tape measures, so it's going to look like that. But we're not going to do tape measures. We're going to do something different. So we're going to do. Where's my little foam mat? There we go. I think we're going to do a wrench. So we're going to put that. We're going to put this down, and we're going to do our wrench with some. Well, it is gray granite. It's not Pebble Path. It's gray granite. No wonder it looks like gray granite. Pebble Path is darker. Okay, I just took it from the paper. So that's how I decided. So whenever we do a collage background stamp, I'm going to get my grid paper out here just so that I don't get my piercing mat all covered up. So I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to just tilt it. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to just keep. Oops, I'm going to start over. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp. And then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to constantly turn this wrench like that. Some of this is going to get covered up, but you just want it to be slightly different all over. You want to go off the edges. That's really important right here. I'm going to put, see, I didn't want 2 of the heads of the wrenches there. So now here I'm going to put another one in there. Just another one right there. You want your edges to have a little bit of design like that. I think that looks good. Okay, so we're going to give that a clean. We can maybe put that on the inside too, I think, of our card. Maybe we'll do that right away while I've got it. Okay, we'll just put that like that, and we'll have our inside, and we're also going to put a few little nuts and bolts. There we go, just like that. All 3 little stamps are together, and we're going to put this on. This is going to, the gray granite's going to go on like that. And now we need our white part, and let me see where that is. Here it is. So we have a red. I cut a red mat and some white mats, and these are, the poppy is 1.5 by 3 3/4, and the white is just a 1/4 inch smaller. So we're going to use our Poppy Parade, gives it a real pop to it. And let me see what we're using here. Poppy Parade, we're going to say, you're the most awesome. You're the most awesome. I'm going to put it on the right side like that. And isn't that a great set of stamps? On the inside, I am going to, there's another thing you can also do. I'm going to, maybe I'll show you. I'll show you this. I'm going to use the gray granite. I have another stamp called, what is it called? Best Family Ever. It's really neat. It has grandpa, grandma, niece, mom, daughter, daughter-in-law, sister, wife, and then all these small things. This is in the annual catalog. Best Family Ever. So our tool set has the word dad in it. It's really a great dad. I do have some cards made with that. But my dad passed away 11 years ago. He was 90, almost 91 when he died. But so, you know, we don't, most of us as we get older don't have dads left anymore. Somebody might call your, you know, you might have a dad left, younger, those who are younger. So anyway, I like that Best Family Ever. Oh, my paper dropped. And now I have to get down on the, since my back surgery, I'm not supposed to bend way down, but I'll tell you what I do. I have a grabber on my walker and like a tong thing that I can reach with, but I use my take your pick tool and I pick up things that fall on the floor. And just a minute ago that fell and I just picked it up with that. Works great. Okay, but I want to show you this. I'm going to use the word husband and I'm going to just stamp off a little. Let's see, there we go. There we go, that'll be just fine. I'm going to do husband. I'm going to put it up here like that. And then my red is, okay, so like this. Husband, you're the most awesome. Or you could do, you're the most awesome brother, or you're the most awesome grandson, okay? Just like that. I think the husband needed to go up a little higher, so I won't use that one. I'll use this other one. So this would be a good thing for some of the grandkids too, because I love using tools. We'll just set that one aside for another time. And I'll use this one. Okay. This now I'm going to put on, the stamp set, the tool set also has a fabulous Happy Father's Day, and it has a really nice thank you. Look at that nice thank you. But a good one. Okay, so how many of you already have this set of stamps? I bet many of you do. I hope you're all talking to each other. Remember to share, comment, all those things. That all helps. So what we're going to do next is we're going to adhere this. And doesn't make any difference which way it goes, really. Like that. And then this is going to go on like that. How do you like this red? And I'm going to use my grid paper. One thing with my glass mat back in Montana, I love having that grid, and then I don't have to get a piece of paper out to measure, because I do this a lot where I will take my grid paper and make sure that everything is lined up just like that. And then I'm doing, oops, I'm going to put make sure that this, do you see how this line and that line are the same? That's what I do. Okay, you're the most awesome, and now we can add some tools to that. And these I just I die cut these tools from the designer paper, which is the free paper. So I just chose some that were all red and gray, the gray granite, and so we could use that one. I don't know, we'll see once we can use I think we'll use the pliers and maybe the screwdriver like that. Okay, and that'll be, there's a clamp. I can't remember if that has a die or here's a wrench. Maybe let's see once. Maybe we'll do that. I sort of like that better. And has a pencil. Could even add a third element to it. You could put something on the inside, but I already stamped that. So anyway, when I send you your kits, I'll give you a little bit of a selection, and you can, with your designer paper, and then you can fussy cut, or you can use your dies if you have the dies. So this stamp set in the catalog is, it's close to $50. Some of them are $46. Some of them are $52, and they just vary like that. And we're gonna do another one here. We're gonna just put that on like that. And this one I'm gonna pop up a little bit with some skinny dimensionals. Maybe I may cut those. I don't know. Think about this. That's a pretty. I'm just going to take this and cut it into a sliver. That'll work, I think, for that pencil. Oops, just a little bit over the edge. And just like that. And there we have it. Now we need some embellishments. So I'm going to use, let's see here. We have some gold. We have silver, copper. Those are sort of nice. Or we have the gray. This would be nice too. So, I don't know. I think I'll use these. One thing I like to do when I, instead of opening up your dimensionals from the top where that sticky stuff is, I like to cut them along the side. I learned this tip from Patty Bennett. Cut it like that. I do have an open pack of these too, but I couldn't find it. So we can use, what should we use, black, or should we use the gray? I think we'll use the gray, and I don't know if it's, what color, if it's smoky slate or what it is. It also has the cream color, the vanilla, but we're going to just use the gray, just because we can. Oops, putty in there is getting... There we go. It's always nice to have three. There we are. 3 embellishments, and there, our card is all finished. You're the most awesome, and then on the inside you can put grandson, whatever. I'm going to leave it blank because I never know. Here's one, the other one I did, following Erica Serwin's paintbrush. It was her idea. I made the card. But which do you like better? So, I love that, the way that pops. Okay, there's our card number 2. So, Trusty Tools, and the designer paper is free with a $50 purchase. And remember, if you make a purchase with me today or all the way through Wednesday, I will send you the kits. The morning, if you make a $50 purchase, you'll get the kit from this morning. If you do a $100 purchase, you get the kit from this afternoon. And now let's get our next card ready. Let me put this aside. Oh, almost lost my bone folder. It was stuck to the bottom. Okay, this is a set called Jungle Pals. And let me see once here. This is a set I didn't think I would ever use. I've made quite a few cards with it. I will show it to you in just a second. It is one of the, I've got a chair next to the table here, and it's the Jungle Pal. I've got everything just piled up. It's very tricky doing 4 cards. So these are you can get the stamp set with the $50 purchase. The dies are a level 2, so that's with $100. So if you made a $150 purchase, you could get this, plus you also get extra hostess points. And one thing you should all know too is if you decide you ever want a party, or if you want to be the hostess for something, if you want to be your own hostess and spend $300, you get an extra $30 worth of product. That's at the back of the catalog. That's really a super deal. So you get your normal 10% hostess rewards, plus you get $30 extra. Okay, if you're not sure about that, let me know too. Anyway, it's a very fun set. I think this is, I wasn't sure if I thought, oh, I'll never use this, but I'm thinking now for the grandkids, it's really good. A toucan, a alligator, tiger, sloth, and I think it's either a meerkat or a lemur, not sure. But I love the dies. I love this tree. You're going to see this. I'm going to use this in a couple of different cards. 2 different cards, actually. So I'm going to set that right there. And let's see, the first card is going to be, we're going to do the first one, make it this one an easy one, okay? And this is going to be this is a Z fold, just a simple Z fold. Well, here are the ones I was looking for before. They were in that package. Okay, but we're going to change this up a little bit. And so we're going to do a tiger. This is a color that some of you probably don't like, but others of you have learned to like it. This is the wild wheat that looks a little bit like gold. So we're going to get our paper here. Let me see what's now. Okay, so Calypso, I've got 2 different kinds of ribbons to use too. So I have a, these are top folding cards. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, folds in half, 5 1/2. And then you can just fold it back on itself. But that measurement from here to here is 2 3/4. 2 3/4. And then this is going to go on the inside. It's just a regular 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put that in. I probably should check the comments. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for commenting and sharing. I really appreciate that a lot. This is really a fun day. This is, I've never done this before, doing 2 videos in a day. On this card, I used, this is Pebble Path, and I used the new embossing folder that's in our mini catalog. I can't remember what it's called, Flowers, something with roses, but it's really pretty. But I thought, and this all goes with the softly stippled paper. Oh, here it is. Here's the paper chart that I have. I don't have these all done, but I have some of them done. We're going to be using this piece right here. That's the reverse right there, the flowers. On the calendar I did the other day, I used this. I used this in a card. It's just a beautiful set of papers, really like them a lot. Anyway, what we're going to do is, because this has got such a pretty pattern on the other side, we can use it like that. So that's what I'm going to do. But I want to put some ribbon on first, and we have a piece of designer paper. This designer paper is, well, let me see once. It is 2 3/4 by 4. 2 3/4 by 4. And I will have all of these typed up for you and included with your orders. If you're not ordering, you can just do you can back up the video and do you can replay it and just pause it and things like that as you listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to use some of this gold, this sheer gold ribbon. And I also pulled out this ribbon. This is a brand new one. This one is like a cording, it's gold, and it's like almost like a shoelace twine leather, but it's a little bit, I really liked the way it looked like that, but I thought it was a little bit too heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it all the way around, because I don't want it to, do you see how it shows like there? I don't want it to have adhesive back there. So I want to put this ribbon all the way around, and I'm going to get my Scotch tape out. You can use your Seal Plus also. I like to use Scotch tape. So I'm going to want my vines to go up. So I'm just going to tape it way back here, like that. And then I'm going to go wrap it around, make sure it's all even, like that. And I'm going to put another piece of Scotch tape on and cut it off. And that should do it, I think. Let's see once here. Okay, looks pretty good. Now we should be able to just put that on like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my adhesive right there. I just realized I haven't been using any green glue today. I have a bottle of hand sanitizer next to me here because whenever I use green glue, I always like to use the hand sanitizer to keep your hand, to get that sticky off. But I guess I will be using it here in a few minutes. So there's our card so far, easy as can be. I thought about using that, but it's too much. So now we're going to get our words in here. I'm going to stamp our tiger. So I'm going to get a piece of paper out. I'm going to move that aside, and we're going to get our tiger and our words. So we're going to do enjoy your day. And I'm going to do that with enjoy your day. It's going to be a birthday card. Let's see what's here. Enjoy your day, and that's part of, enjoy your day is part of this heartfelt hellos, and this is a free set. Now where is my, don't know where my wild wheat ink is. Let's see if we can find it. Don't see it there. Oh, there it is, at the bottom of my basket. I've got a bunch of things here, all in that basket still. Okay, so we're going to stamp our tiger. Where is my tiger though? Don't know where the tiger is. Well, let's see. This tiger I stamped on pumpkin. That's not the right color. And where is my ink? I'm going to look, be patient with me for a second. I'm going to try to find it. I'm sure it's here someplace in my pile of stuff. Let me check this other basket. I do not see it anywhere. Wild wheat. Where would that ink be? Oh, let me see what's here. It's right here on the table next to me. It was just covered up by the pecan pie. Okay, I don't know how we can lose things so quickly, but it happens all the time. Okay, so we're going to stamp. I'm sort of discombobulated here because I can't find things. Enjoy your day. There we go. We don't need that tiger. And then the inside of our card is going to have happiest birthday, and that's from that throughout the year. And now I don't want it to be too, I want to sort of put it right in the middle. Happiest of birthdays, right there. Just like that. And now let's stamp a tiger. And we got the pieces here. We're going to stamp our tiger, if we can find him. I'm going to need a big block for him though, because I forgot the block. And I think what we'll do is we'll take, I guess I'm going to have to get a block because it's a big stamp. It's a very big stamp. Forgot it. And let's see what's here. This is going to be a very, this is the, what block is it? I love our Stampin' Up! Blocks. They are terrific. Okay, So we got our wild wheat ink, and we're gonna stamp our tiger like that. It looks very gold. It's just like a gold color for sure. Just neat. I love it. And if you want, you can pull the color with your Wink of Stella or your blender pen. You can color that in, and it'll be really nice too. So, and with the magic of television, we have our tiger already cut out with our dies, just like that. And we can put everything together now. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. And we're almost done with this card. Put that right there. And we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Let me see what's here. Okay. How is the weather where you all are? Do any of you have snow? It's so nice to be able to, well, today I couldn't walk outside, but I have walking sticks that I use, that I'm working with. But I couldn't walk, it was so wet this morning, oh my goodness. And it's supposed to rain for several days. And back in Montana, it's supposed to snow for several days, so I'm going to move that down a little bit. See, I'm just going to use 2 dimensionals there. I can just pull those off with my fingernails. There we go. I'm going to put my tiger right over that little ribbon, and this is going to go up here in the corner. And I think we could dimensionalize that also. Just to put one big piece on there, like that. So what is your favorite thing so far that we have done today? Those of you who have watched this morning and this afternoon, what's your favorite card so far? Tell us that. Okay, I'm going to put some of these gold on because the gold looks, and as that dries, that'll get a little lighter too. So we're going to put a few more of these gold gems on. These are in the annual catalog. We're going to put one right there. We're going to put another one up here. Oops. I'll just do that like that, and then we're going to put, this one has 2, this is a really good value, I think. You get 2 whole sheets, you get large ones and small ones. I use these a lot. I use these colors a lot. I've gone through a lot of these pastel adhesive back sequins, and I love it because they have the adhesive on them. You see how I cut it like at the side, and then I can just slide back in if it doesn't get stuck like this. Anyway, there's that. And here is the other card, slightly different. I like the one with the designer paper better, don't you? What do you think? Which is your favorite of those 2? So, anyway, neat. Very easy card, not hard one bit. Okay, that's card number 3. Now we're going to do card number 4. This one's going to take a little bit more time. And let me see, once here, we're going to have 2 animals on it. Let me see where it is though. I have a whole thing of, oh, there it is. And here are, let's see, here's the card I made with the tiger, like that. Here's the alligator. This one was, I did not design, I made this card, but I didn't design it. So I copied it from someone, I'm not sure who. Copy, share, and share everything. This one, the toucan, enjoy your day. I think I should have had the enjoy over here and the toucan over there. And here's a sloth. I like this one. These are all some that this one's sort of fun. Like that. Happiest birthday. And those are just, so I actually have enjoyed this set a lot, and I didn't think I was going to like it. But you know how it is. We start playing with things and we fall in love with them. I think that's what Stampin' Up! Wants us to do. Okay, so our next card is this one. It's going to take us a little bit more time. It's got a little bit of coloring in it, but not too much. I've put adhesive on some of my things already. We have some brand new gems that are free with Sale-a-bration items. This is a $50 level, so love these. It has Pool Party, Calypso Coral, and Pebble. Could be Copper Clay or Pecan Pie. I'm not sure which one it is. I don't know. But that's what we're using, okay? And we're going to get all pieces out, okay? And let's see what's here. Okay, we have, and hopefully this will go quickly because all these leaves, when I did it the first, it's sort of a tedious thing to die cut all those leaves. And I probably should have not done that because that will be time consuming for me to die cut all those leaves for those of you who order. But anyway, it was too late. I really like the card. So this is a really cool die that has, I'm going to put it on like, I'm going to wait a second. Where is my silicone mat? Here it is. I'm going to just set that right there. It won't stick to it. This is a piece of designer paper, and it is 3.5 inches. 3.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to put that on first. This is the other side, the wild wheat side. I think Stampin' Up! Does a good job of getting us to use these colors that we don't think we're going to like that wild wheat. Okay, there we have it, and this is going to get covered up now with this tree. I'm going to let a little bit showing like that. Okay, and then we can just cut that off from the back. I like to always make sure I cut from the back because you get a little bit of a crisper, clean cut. I've got some paper hanging over the edge, so I'm going to just trim that off with my big scissors. If you don't have a big scissors, go to someplace and get a Fiskars or a Tim Holtz. This is a tonic, but I love a big bladed scissors. And this is going to be a 3 3/4 by 5 for my inside. And there we have that. Okay, wrong side. Wrong side, there it is. Okay, well, I've got another sheet right here. I think instead of tearing it off, I'm just going to it's going to have 2 parts to it. If you watched my video this morning, you saw me really mess up with the calendars, but I do have another sheet of this, so we won't tear it off and wreck our card. There we can do a lot of writing on this one. Okay, and now we're going to do some stamping. Let's see, we're going to do, this is going to be a birthday card. So this one I did Love You More. And I'm going to do, but this one I'm going to do Enjoy Your Day, because I want this for one of my grandkids. We have 8 grandkids. Now my pecan pie is this brownish color. It's sort of like a good substitute for the soft suede. Was retired. I'm going to stamp off to the right side. Enjoy your day. Here we go. Just like that. And we're going to do the birthday on the inside. Enjoy your day. Happiest birthdays. Like that. Here we have that. Let me put those aside. Okay, I think that's all the stamping we have to do on that. Close it up. And now we can do, oh, I forgot the animals. I'm going to stamp the animals. These are sort of fun. Do this sheet. That's okay. Alrighty, we're going to do We're going to do a toucan and a sloth. And we're going to do that in black memento, which I don't have here. So I have it right behind me. It's a black memento, so we're just going to give that a stamp. And these are coloring. This one I'm going to actually, where did I put those things? I'm really losing track of things here. Let me see what's, maybe it's in my envelope. Where is the envelope? I don't know. I don't know where anything is. Let's see, well, we'll just do that sloth like that for now. I was going to stamp it on the, and then color it in. But where in the world have I put this? Let me see. I don't know. Okay, well, let's see what's here. I'm just going to look through my little basket of goodies for a second. You can take a look at that card and see if I can find my, I do have, oh, here it is. You know, the table gets so buried. I'm so sorry, of all the leaves and everything. Okay, so I already cut out, those are the stamped images, but then I already cut those out. And but now we're going to color those. And I did actually, I stamped him on crumb cake, and then I'm going to just use some pecan pie blends just to make them a little darker. That'll give them a little definition around. Ooh, I'm so glad I found this. Otherwise I'd have to pull the Big Shot over here, or the cut and emboss machine. So, just doing it really quickly. I don't even have my reading glasses on. I need to do that. Okay, there's that. Okay, I better put my reading glasses on for this one because this one has a lot of colors to it. And let's see, we're going to use the gray. We're going to use the sharp end for the, I don't have any, I wanted to use black, and I did it with I tried using a Sharpie, a black Sharpie. I don't have my black blends. I ordered some now, but I don't have them here. And, but the light black is the color I really like to use. Okay, oops, here's this other wing, gets some gray too, so this is the closest I had to black. It's dark smoky slate. And then we're going to use some red. Oh, and this is the poppy. And I'm going to do this part in red. If you like to color, this is a good coloring set, I think. And you know, this would be a fun set. You could make a coloring booklet or something like that for your grandkids. I'm going to do this one, this part in yellow. This is dark daffodil. And we're going to do a little bit of orange. He's going to be a nice colorful one. Oh, that tip is not very good. It looks like it's been used a lot. So there we go. And that's it. That's all the coloring we have to do. Alrighty, cute little bird. And here is, we're going to bring in our card. We're going to put our sloth right there, and our toucan is going to go here. We're going to add some leaves. So move all this stuff out of the way. Enjoy your day. I probably should do that first, don't you think? Okay, let's see what's here. Let's put enjoy your day on, like that. And we're going to just slide it right in there like this. We can cut that off from the back. We'll put a couple dimensionals on these. I'm almost out of these. There we go. Oops, a daisy. There we have birds flying off the table. There we go. So remember to share, like, thumbs up, all those hearts, all those things are so great and appreciated. And remember, I will be handing out drawing names. I'll be putting names in a basket for sharing and for commenting. So, and please, if you haven't ever watched me before, please subscribe to my channel and be notified. So whenever you, whenever I go live, I usually go live on Tuesday mornings. So, but I sort of like this Saturday has been a really great time for a lot of people because people are not working so much on Saturday. Okay, the leaves come in different sizes. Some are small and some are, and I already put the sticky stuff on the back. Maybe I did on the tree too, I think. Okay, so we're gonna just peel this off is all I have to do. I'm gonna start with the big ones. This, do you see how it just lifts right off like that? I did that just for the sake of the video. I don't use these all that much. It's just a little bit more tedious, but it works great for videos when I'm doing a video, so then I don't have to get the green glue out. The Tombow, I love the Tombow too, but I don't like to get my fingers sticky, especially when I'm doing videos. Okay, so let's see, there we go, and let's put another little flower leaf right next to it. This card is probably not, this is probably going to be a tough one for me to duplicate for all of you, but I will just die cut all these pieces for you. I will not put the sticky part on. You're going to have to use your own glue for that. So everything will be cut and embossed for you, and the gems and the directions, but I can't stamp. We are not allowed to stamp for our customers. So anyway, there we go. There is our card, and we are finished. Here's the other card. We're going to trim off that edge right there. This is the one that has the two parts to it, two insides. Have a lot to write. Okay, and we need some gems, and we're going to use the gems that are the brand new ones that are from the free opaque faceted gems is what they're called, and we're going to use the pecan pie. We're going to change this one a little bit, and we're going to use I think we're going to use the we're going to just put them in a different location. Just put maybe one right here. I'm going to put another one right there, and a smaller one. I don't know if I like that as much. Anyway, that's another possibility. I sort of like that, but I didn't leave as much room there for enjoy your day. So what do you think? Okay, I think it would have been nice to have 3 of them right there too. Anyway, I could always redo that. But anyway, there you go. So which one of these do you like, love you more or enjoy your day? Which one of those are your favorite? So, alrighty, let me turn the camera back up so I can say goodbye to you. Thank you very much, Phyllis. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, oh goodness, there we go. That was a whirlwind, an hour and 15 minutes this morning and an hour and 15 minutes this afternoon. Very fun. I really enjoyed my time with you. I appreciated all of your comments. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate your orders. It's such a great time of year. Sale-a-bration is only 2 months, January and February. Carla said, I think the Jungle Bundle will be a big hit. Well, you know, I just had no idea it was going to be a big hit, but I thought it's awfully fun. It's really fun, especially if you have grandkids. It's a fun set. Anyway, or if you have young children, it's a good set. Anyway, very, very fun. I hope that some of you will take advantage of this offer, and I would love to cut these kits for you. Please let me know. When you order, I always get a notification from Stampin' Up! If you need help ordering, I am happy to help you. So just email me your order and I will place the order for you. But our new system of online ordering is quite easy. It's just like ordering from Amazon if you do that. So anyway, I am Corinne Braxton, and I am so happy to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you need a catalog and don't have a demonstrator, I would be happy to send you one. Thank you very much, Munch from Northern Montana. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was really, really fun. And I hope I'll see many more of you on Tuesdays on my Facebook Live or on my replay or on YouTube. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, commenting, shopping. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Alrighty. Bye-bye.